Okay, so this is going to be my first build on Jurassic World Evolution 3. My current plan is to basically reconstruct the campaign maps one at a time in a much more desirable situation, unlike the campaign when you're just basically trying to get through each island and then you're going back through trying to get all 5 stars, just going as quick as you can to get all the statues. I have unlocked all the statues for each of the where are they? Statues. I've unlocked like pretty much almost all the statues. I just have to do a few more challenge modes. But now that I have them, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna just rebuild each park in almost in a better way. And I want to start with the first one, being the Badlands. And I feel, or is this Montana? I think it's Montana. I forget which one this is. But what I want to do is just open camera mode. I'm going to, how do I hide? Hide. Okay, so I like to think this right here is a road in. So with this being our road into the park, right here is going to be the entrance. And I'm going to basically just come in here and I'm going to flatten from here. I'm going to flatten this out just like this, just a bit. And I'm going to get the props. I want to find, where is it? Where is it? Bus. Using the bus, I'm gonna just place this here. Okay, so now that we have the bus placed, I'm going to get a road and I'm going to come over and I'm planning to have this section right here be the parking and bus stop with a turnaround, and then it goes out there. I might put in the control center right here, or what I could do is raise this terrain around for just a little bit, and then have the entry, which I might actually do. I like that idea. Having the entry up here, and then just a fence going along this side. So I'll be using this blueprint as this road because it looks pretty good. So basically, I thought I'd just come in here and do some voiceover for the next like 17 minutes. How do people do this for so long? I I generally don't know, but whatever. I guess I'll try this. Um, so basically, what's going on is I'm just trying to figure out how to use the modular. I couldn't think of the word. Trying to just figure out how to use the modular building. It's definitely a learning curve. Trying to figure out all the key commands and just make sure everything works out. Um, I thought it would be a cool idea to have the buses lined up so I knew where I wanted the parking spots to go. And then from there, I'm like just building it out. Um, the recording lags a little bit, it seems like, in the video. So I'm gonna look at my evolution settings and see if I can fix that, or maybe like it's an OBS thing. But I've never tried to like record and then speed them up in this manner before. So like this is definitely the first time doing that. But then I went on and I just started expanding the lobby parking lot for the buses and kept doing that. Then I, turned the wall and kept moving it downwards. I'm going to have to come back here and just fix things up. But as of right now, it's okay. I'll probably do that like either next episode or in an episode or two. I'll come back over here and I'll just start fixing things. Um, and then moving on is the visitor center. Not visitor, it'll be the entryway. And I took inspiration of the Wild Americas, I believe it is. It's the Living Desert Zoo. I believe this is their main entrance. No, I'm sorry. It's the Bighorn Cafe. I took inspiration of that on the initial design, just kind of modern with the darker accents. And then I was debating on this build whether to do the transparent glass and then put a um, functional inside. I didn't end up doing that just because one, I couldn't find the glass piece until later, and then two, it was such a big inside. I thought if I was going to do an interior, I'm going to do a smaller one first. Um, you probably saw me doing the roof real quick. The roofing in this game, for some reason, is so hard. Maybe it's just a me thing, but I struggle at that roofing. I just can't make it look good, and I don't know why. Uh, there is a jump in here where I believe like part of the roof gets done. That was because I joined a voice call and then my OBS started recording something else, so I had lost like 10, 15 minutes of recording. Like it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it was still kind of annoying. Yeah, now I'm just going in, filling in pieces and doing things like that. I think what my plan is going forward, have a potential weekly Jurassic World Evolution 3 video mixed in with some of my other content I want to work on. I'm going to make some more FNAF videos soon. I have some ideas in mind. I also have a idea that I'm going to try and work on for next week that is Jurassic Park survival related. Um, and then after that, I might return to a FNAF topic I want to look at. During that time, though, I'm going to try and do a weekly evolution video because these feel like a uh, easier to produce because it's just me spending time building for like a day, and then I can quickly speed up the recording and then do some voiceover. So like these are easier videos than the other two videos I have made so far, where the FNAF one took me like a week to edit, and then the Pokemon took me like 4 days. That's just currently the idea going forward is evolution followed by another video I want to work on kind of as like a main video. And then here I'm just putting in the welcome sign, fixing it up a bit, and just working on things. I'm going to have to come back here because I want to come in and put like actual wood or something behind the signs. I don't like how the letters are just floating. But as of right now, I need to spend some time and look through the workshop, find some more props. The lobby definitely needs more work done, but as of right now, I think it's okay. There will be more planters and things eventually. For my first modular build, I think this is a okay build. Um, but I'm going to try and do more modular building for this park, but I will also probably do some blueprints. And whenever I do blueprints, I'll link them in the description. I'll link this one too for the road because that it was a very useful blueprint just to get my ideas through and just place it in the road. Um, and then here I'm just throwing in some or seeing what looks good for a water fountain and just trying to get some ideas of what I can add before moving on to some terrain work. I'll probably have to do some more of this terrain work in this section just to make it look nicer. but I thought it would be cool to have the two paths connect. I probably am repeating what I said in the end recording since I'm doing this after the fact, but whatever. Honestly, I feel like my favorite thing in this game to do is just the rock work. Because the rock work is so much fun. I don't know what it is to me. It's just like having the ability just to place so many rocks. I think because in the old evolution games we just never had this ability. If you wanted to use rocks, it was super tiny or they were really big rocks and the hitboxes were the absolute worst. So maybe it's just a combination of having the ability to just do what the hell we want, but it's such a nice change of pace. At this point though, I was debating whether to turn this into like a garden or a staff little like section with for like trash cans or something like that, maybe some statues. But I couldn't decide, so as of right now, I just left it blank. And then I came up with the idea for the Badlands sign being put there with the dig site. I might move the dig site, but I also like where it is, like near the entryway. So what I'll probably end up doing later is coming back and just giving it a more thought out coat of paint. Then maybe make some more designs, fix some things. And then I was working on this and not realizing at the time, but I realized it in my editing of the video that the sign was slanted slightly. You're not going to notice it unless you're really looking for it. So I think it's okay. But then I come over here and I just put some more signs in, making sure the fences are fine. Not realizing that I put fences over the path, but I realized that later on and I just move it over. Throwing some skeletons in and here and there, just more rocks, having some fun. I think I'll put some like more rocks in here eventually and maybe some more skeleton bones just scattered around the place. I do like the idea of having like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a almost professor like teaching section here where when you can come to the fossil zone, you can be like informed how paleontologists dig up bones and stuff. I just think that's a cool idea. And then here I'm just looking to see if there's anything I put on these walls. I wish we had like actual turn dials. I bet you someone made them on the workshop. I have to go find them just to kind of give the illusion of it's an actual working lobby where things are able to like, walk up, get your ticket, walk through. Looking back on it, I should probably put another entryway on the inside of the not inside, like on the other side of the center here, but I guess it's okay for now. And then I'm just looking at more signs, seeing what to do. Then I decide on the neon, let the neon just go on the wall. I wish we had more neon signs. The two we got are, or not two, the three we have are nice, but they're just so cool. And then here, I'm just playing more foliage. I'm a little torn, so I want to put more foliage around the place, but I also can't really tell if I'm going overboard on it. It is a desert, but like this section of the desert is much more piney, a lot more foliage around the place. So maybe I'll do some more foliage over by where the trucks are and just continue that fence along the place and put more foliage in. But for now, it's okay. Okay, so I'm planning for this little straightaway here to be like that's the service road, you could say. Or like you have to imagine the road continues from here to out that direction. Now, this is my first time really using the modular building, so I'm most likely going to come back here at some point and revisit all this. But the bus comes in here, and it goes around, and it's going to drop people off right around here. And this is like the lobby or the parking lot, I guess you could say. Mainly the buses just drop off here and then turn around. They could park here, maybe get people on or just take a break, and then they'll plan to just go back and leave. I'm thinking it's more like a shuttle bus to where they come in here and get on the buses and then go to their cars, which are all the way down that direction. And then once they get off the bus, let's see if I can hop this. Oh, let me up. Okay. Okay, there we go. This is where they come. Some steps right here. Oh, hello. Game. Well, it's meant to be steps. It's meant to be. But it's been a little... Okay. Okay, well, it's meant to be steps. There's even a sidewalk under here. Um, I'm probably going to put some more foliage around, and I'm going to continue this wall out that direction. But then, you got some trash cans, some benches, some vending machines. And then you got the DIN sign coming up here. You have the DIN logo on the building. Come in this direction. I'm gonna look for more props and stuff on the workshop, so I can hopefully come back over here and spice this area up more. And I'm not super happy with this build, but I haven't used the modular building before, so this is like my first time using modular building. So I'm okay with it being not the best right now, but I'll most likely I will come back and I'll edit it quite a bit. But guests come through here, and you saw me working on this. I'll definitely come back to this lobby section. But down here, I was thinking, fossil zone. Like here, kids could come. Ugh, like fossil zone. So here, kids could come in and just like I don't know, dig up fossils like you saw in the first Jurassic Park. How they were digging up fossils, and then in the Innovation Center in Jurassic World, they had a fossil zone where people were digging up fossils in the Innovation Center. So I threw in this skeleton here. I put the spino ribs, just some more ribs. I put the Indominus Rex skeleton, and I just sunk it in a little bit. I know it's a hybrid, and you wouldn't find this here, but I just thought, it's an intact skeleton, so or somewhat intact, and I love it. So I'm just gonna put this here. And then what I'm thinking of is maybe put a small, like, Compsognathus or, I don't know, Morris Intrepidus, Coelophysis. Maybe just some small paddock in the middle. And then along this pathway here, put the amenities. Since I want to make this a newer version of my campaign park, in the campaign, I had a viewing gallery up here, and I want to put that back and basically have like this be where the first paddock is. So the plan is put a viewing gallery up here, a rock arch right here over this pathway. So I think that will look really nice. I'll refix this sloping because the slope needs to be fixed a bit. So viewing gallery here, maybe even put it in the rocks a bit, like put the rocks around it. And then so viewing gallery, continue the rock wall to right around here, and maybe use this thing, like where the land divots down, and turn that into a partial dry moat, which I think will look really nice. And I wish we had access to this water, because if we had access to this, that'd be so cool. But sadly we don't, which, missed opportunity, I feel like. But if Frontier gave us that, I would have loved to use this. But yeah, so probably a paddock right around here, using, or maybe even just like right here, and with a middle bit with maybe like a tour going through here, and then the drive mode here, like right around here, or something. But get to that when I get to that. But so rock arch, rock wall, and then I was just thinking, oh, it'd be cool if we did like a what's it called? Like a campsite, which I think would be cool, but I might keep that for like an alpine, like different foliage environment. But I do want to put something like maybe like 'cause this is cool. I like driving up here. I remember in the campaign, just driving around and coming up this way, getting some sick airtime, and just falling. So maybe I can think of something to where I can incorporate that. Maybe like even a tour guide, like a tour going through here. But yeah, I'll think of something. But I do want to continue. I like this a bit. I do like how you come down this way or this way, and it loops back to here, but there's also this pathway cutting through. So I'm gonna leave this, I think, because I like this a lot. Um, so yeah, so I guess this will conclude episode 1. I don't have a name for this park yet, but this is the Montana map. So maybe I'll try to think of a name for a Montana map, or maybe just a good park name. So until then, I guess this is just where I'm gonna leave it. I'm definitely do have to come back here. I'll put some more planters in, some more foliage. I just want to take some time to look um through the workshop just to see what I can find. Some like props and stuff. So I bet you people have made some props, like maybe ticket booths or things like that. And then once I find that, I'll put them through here and we'll see what's up. I also put in these little LED signs. These are really cute. I would love to like get my hands on one of these in real life. Put these on my wall. Oh, especially this one. Like this would be so cool to have in my room. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that off here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is not the type of content I've made in the last 2 videos, but had a lot of fun working on this. Definitely want to come back and keep working on this lobby. This is not set in stone. So, maybe at some point I'll redo the entire building, but we'll see. Um, yeah, thank you a lot for joining me for this video, and have a good one.